Hi Flosstube, it's Nerissa from Nerissa's Stitching Lifestyle in Christchurch, New Zealand. Welcome. I know it's been a few weeks since my last video. I caught a really nasty virus. It kept me home for 10 days from work and still got a bit of the chesty with it. So bear with me, and I do apologise if I cough. If I get a real bad cough, I'll stop and edit, but if it's just to clear the throat, I do apologise. I have water with me, so we'll see how we go. So like I said, haven't been well, and surprisingly when I went to put my stitching together, I didn't think I'd done that much, but I actually have. But then I guess 3 weeks since I videoed, so there is a little bit there. It's stash sampler stitching. So I've got whips that I worked on, sampler whips that I worked on. I've got samplers that I started for stash sampler starts. I have Christmas decorations that I stitched on, and I've got Christmas decorations that I fully finished. As part of being crook was not being able to see very well on the 40 count and above, which you know that's what I really love to stitch on. So I opted to do some finishing instead. So I do have a little bit of finishing to show you, but we'll do that a little bit further in. So we'll start with the whips, because seriously, if you could see around me, I have to this side all the whips on boards. My new starts are on the floor. Behind me is Christmas stitched, and over here is the Christmas ornaments fully finished. So there is a little bit to get through. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, table. Okay, so we'll just, before we get into it, I would like to say thank you very much to my new subscribers. Thank you to my old subscribers who keep tuning up. I really, really appreciate it. It's a fun journey. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying sharing my love of stitching with you guys. It's something I do pretty much every day. Even when I was, like I said, even when I was sick, I'd pick it up. I work on it every day. I do have a list of Flosstubers that I have watched while being sick, and I will mention them. I think I'll just do that now, because you guys keep me entertained. I have added to my stash list. I haven't purchased yet, but oh, my wish list did grow. So I have actually have 1, 2, 3 pages of some Flosstubers that I watched. Some of them are new, new to me. Some of them aren't. So Caroline's Corner. So beautiful whips. She's in England, I believe. I think I have that right. You know, foggy brain. But oh, beautiful whips. Please go over and watch Caroline's. She does some lovely samplers. She's got some very older whips, or older style whips, and I absolutely love those. I'm going to just check as we're going, because otherwise I'll forget. Moonshine Stitchery, Phoebe. Love your Flosstubes, Phoebe. You make me laugh. I love your nail colours that you do. I'm very blank at the moment. My nails are a bit brittle, so I just need to give them a bit of break from colouring. But yeah, absolutely beautiful Flosstubes. Moonshine Stitchery, please go check her out. And of course, Katie Strachan Embroidery. Love watching Katie's. I learn a lot from Katie with finishing, different styles of stitching, using different, I guess, stitches, if you like, how to put it, specialty stitches, or embroidery stitches, and I just love everything Katie does. And the latest one with her mum was adorable. Contented Needleworker Kim. Love watching Kim's. She is amazing with all the whips that she gets done in her new starts. And I love that she's not afraid to not do the whole pattern. Just do which part that she likes. And I think that's absolutely amazing. So keep it up, Kim. New to me, or new I think to Flosstube, was Lake Girl Stitches. Lots of sampler whips we've seen her on Contented Needlework Who Can before. They did a joint one from one of the trips to the attic. But yeah, absolutely love it. Welcome to Flosstube. Please keep it up. Absolutely wonderful stitches. And I watched Finally a Farm Girl and Stitchy Linda. Love those two. They crack me up. Absolutely love everything they're doing. A lot of it's not samplers, but it's different stitches. But oh my gosh, adorable. Made by Michelle McGuire. I think I pronounced that right, Michelle. Love her Christmas stitching, her ornament stitching that she gets into. Absolutely amazing. Of course, Brenda and Laura, the serial starter. Creative Lee is another one that I watched. New Zealander. Lee is amazing with her whips that she gets done. She's another fast stitcher, so she's one to go and watch if you haven't already watched Lee. So Creative Lee. JBW Designs. I love Judy's designs, and I did do a couple of little purchases of her newest ones that came out, but I'll show this later. Lost in Stitches. She's just recently come back to Flosstube. Love the project she's working on. I think it's doing 60 stitches, 60 new projects this year. You go, girl. I probably have 60 projects. I don't need any more. And saying that, I've still got new starts to go. Stitching Faye. Absolutely love watching her Flosstube. She's always prolific with her stitching. Absolutely amazing. Just So Sherry cracks me up every single time. Your yeah, you get through, and your whip parade, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I have to admit, I did watch it twice, so thank you for 5 hours of entertainment. Beautiful. I think I probably slept through part of one of them, that's why I watched it again, but that's not your fault, that was mine. Java Girl Stitches. She stitches a lot of Christmas and a lot of Halloween. At the moment she's into Halloween. I'm not a Halloween stitcher. In New Zealand it's becoming more popular, Halloween in general, but it's not something that I stitch. I know my granddaughter's bugging me for some Halloween stitches, but yeah, Nanny's kind of putting off doing that one. Kindred Stitcher, Elisa. Love your floss tubes. You inspire me to work on my older whips as well as, you know, of course, starting the newer ones. Carol, Saltbox Stitcher. Carol just has my heart. I love everything that Carol works on. And some of my new starts have been inspired by Carol. New to Flosstube, Stuart and Stitches. I think he's done 2 now, 2 or 3. And amazing. Your whips that you have, I can't wait to see this cupboard full of whip bags. I know you're showing us a few at a time, and that's so much fun. So yes, subscribe straight away and we'll be watching yours. Sarah Stitchy Spot. I love how Sarah has a laundry basket full of whips that she works through. I don't have a laundry basket, but I do have 2 of these that get filled up as I've worked on things, ready for Flosstube. So it normally ends up being 1.5 to 2 of those. So thank you, Sarah, for your inspirations, and amazing what you get, progress you get done. A new to me, she's done a few, is Fireside and Fairy Tale. If you like Blackbird designs, Kareen, I think it is right into her Blackbird design patterns. And she's some lovely stitching. I believe she just put a new one out. I did comment on it this morning, and I've watched it. So yeah, absolutely. The last couple have been really, really good. Shan from Periwinkle Stitcher. Adorable, darling. Oh my gosh, your stitching. Sorry, I'm just watching my littlest cat who has learnt to adventure outside, climb the tree and up on the fence. She doesn't like noises and cars, so it's only going to take a truck to go past out the road. She'll be back in. Rat bag. It's full of energy this morning. Sorry. Periwinkle stitcher. Yes, absolutely. Your embroidery work is amazing. That fold out book, you've inspired me on, not necessarily with the embroidery stitching, but there's something else that I want to finish in a very similar way. So I may be asking for some advice on that one. Karen Combs Studio. Karen, your stitching is amazing. The error that you made in your latest Flosstube with your fully finish, we've all done it. I've got something that's at the framers, and the day after, or 2 days after I dropped it in, she gave me a message to say that I'd missed 5 stitches. Been picked up by another stitcher that was having a look at my work, and yeah, so you know, it happens to all of us. I was lucky. Karen and Tanya and Jude, thank you Jude, for spotting it. It's now been fixed and they're now framed. I need to go and pick those up. Nicola Partman from Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Nicola, your stitching is amazing. Your samplers that you put out, the ones you guys reproduce, I love them. I haven't got the whole collection, but I'm getting pretty close. Priscilla and Chelsea always crack me up. Love their stitching that they do, absolutely amazing. Homemade by Elena C. Now Elena is a New Zealander. She's going to kill me for doing this, sorry later, but I love watching your floss tubes. I see you've got a new one out, but I haven't had time to watch it yet. It is in Russian, but by gosh, you can still tell what she's doing. And who's the other one? There's about 5 Russian ladies that I actually watch that are absolutely amazing. But that, I think, looking at my little ticks, that's everybody that pretty much has kept me entertained over the last 10 to 12 days while I've been homesick. So thank you very much, everybody, for doing that. If it wasn't for Flosstube, you know, TV gets pretty boring. You'd have something to watch, and you might as well be inspired to keep going, yeah. Alright, so that's my Flosstube shout outs. I will put them, try and link them all underneath so that if you haven't seen them, you can go and have a look. Okay, so, sorry, oh, feeling, look, Spider Woman, we're going to turn you and see if you go, sorry for the glare. She's back inside again now. Bye-bye. Hi, gonna say hi? Hi. Hello. Yeah, she can't get too far. There's stitching in the road. A little wee rat bag. She's normally hiding, so she's doing really well because I'm talking. Hi. Do you want to come for a cuddle? No? Okay. Alright, so let's get started on these whips. Okay, so they're not in order that I worked on them because quite frankly I just went through my book of days and just listed out everything, made sure I had them in my pile, and that was it. A Stitch in Time Saves 9, 1886, which is an exclusive. The design is by Hands Across the Sea Samplers, exclusive from A Stitch in Time, Hobart, Tasmania, and she still has these available. And this is a lovely little wee sweet red sampler. I am stitching mine on 56 count using 100 threes in the red, colour number 664. And this is where I'm at. So beforehand I had a couple more to go here to reach the corner, and then I came all the way down and I had a couple to come in this way. So now my border's done. This is each of the dividing rows, so I'll be able to take those across, and I started the A. I did the A for A. So I'm quite happy with that. Of course 56 count takes a little bit slower to stitch, but absolutely gorgeous. Love how that's coming together. So that's a stitch in time. I don't know what I've done with that one's project bag. Okay, we'll pop that down. Okay, so the next one I worked on, project that I worked on, was I Had a Father, Kind and True. Alice Clark, 1844, yeah. From Cross Stitch Antiques. This is a very, very big sampler. And the little piece I have here, this is the bottom quarter. So when I left it last time, I was good shape. I was going to work on the rest of this tree, and I got 3/4 of the way done. I filled in the red apples. I was going to say berries then, but they're apples, aren't they? It's Adam and Eve tree. And I've just got, we've got 1.5 branches to go here to finish that off. It is being stitched on my little tag, 46 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit. Sorry, it's a bit hard to get the light. I used that camera too much, didn't I? That's a bit better. Using 100 threads. That's not all the colours. That's just the 10 that are within this sections that I've been working on. But love how that. So I'm quite happy with what I got done. A bit disappointed I didn't get that last bit of the tree finished, but I just couldn't do any more. It was as simple as that. Okay, so I'm going to put some of these little bitsies away as we go, because seriously, here is one big mess here. Otherwise I'm going to lose. At least if I put the threads and stuff back in their bags, I know they've got the right threads. Okay. Another one that I picked up and worked on was Jane Bannister, 1822. Jane is gorgeous. I really want to get down to these guys, but I'm working my way through. Now, here she is. So this time round, I finished off this tree in the middle. So I'd done all the greenery, but I did all the little berry parts. I've done the 2 beds above my fingers here, and then there's this other little wee lovely bird here. I did this little wee tree on this side and finished off this butterfly. I hadn't finished the cream in the middle of the wing, so she is now fully done. Let me see. Now Jane is being stitched with DMC threads. Look, on 40 count antique linen. It's just a Zweigart linen. But love how Jane is coming together. I know I worked a little bit on this one here, but I need to start bringing this border down. I don't want to leave the border till last, but love how this is coming out. So that's Jane. Alright, we'll just pop Jane and that away. Okay. Right, so another one I pulled out and worked on was Elizabeth Harding. Now she was one of my, she's from Hands Across the Sea Samplers, and she was one of my stash sampler starts from last year. So last year I'd done hardly anything on her, and I haven't done much more, but I have really, but I guess just because of the way it looks. So last year I'd done this middle piece here. I'd done the one layer of coming this way, and then I'd done Algerian islets in through here. So this time around I finished the double layer, these 2 different colours in here of the border, and worked on the flowers along the top, which are a wee bit hard to see because they're in a cream. They do stand out in real life, and they do look really cool. But even in the pictures, you can see they're quite faded. looking. So Jane is being stitched on Intukity 40 count from number 12 Stitch Co. And I'm using the DMC threads, but oh my gosh, lovely colours. I was going to do a row, just carry on with the Algerian eyelets, because that goes all the way around. All the way around. But I didn't. I'm happy with what I got done. I just need to do that one there and that one there, and that will finish that little section off completely. And we'll get there. Okay. Right, just have a little bit of a shuffle. Alright, so the next one I pulled out to work on was an old sampler that I have started a couple of years ago and hardly done anything on. So I thought, right, come on, pull finger. It is on 36 count, so of course it was a bit easier to see with the stitching. And it is called the Rose Sampler by Marilyn Levitt in Bloom, and it was a butternut road one. But she's done a lot of the lavender and lace ladies. And I love this one. This is it here. So before I had started the A, I'd done all the dividing lines. That's where all the loose threads are from. Working my way along. This is the flowers that go all the way around, which are absolutely gorgeous. They're not completely filled in yet. But I finished my A, did the B and the C. So I wanted to start working on the alphabet. Now, I ordered my threads from one place. And I ordered, you needed 2 of Wild Flowers by Karen. So like Karen water lilies, but they're the wildflower ones, so they're a little bit thicker. So see these 2 here? They're both charcoal. They're 2 different dye lots, which is going to be fun. So I'm hoping out of this, because it's all the way through, that I'll be able to get that top sampler done, top alphabet done, and then the other alphabets further down I'll do in the lighter grey. Otherwise, I might do like my initials in the lighter grey if I'm running out of this dark one. But they were sent to me from the shop at the same time, ordered at the same time and sent at the same time. Now that's quite obvious when you pull it off a hook that they're the same, not the same dye lots. So yeah, it was an American company. I'm not going to name them, but I was really disappointed. There's another one here that's going to come through, and that's got gorgeous colours in it. And then the rest are DMC. This is how I used to just throw them in little bags. But that is great, but it's also a pain sometimes. So I'm not changing it while I'm doing this one. So here we go. A, B, C. But yes, so happy to have pulled that out and got some more work on her done. I'm just going to hook her name tag in there so I don't lose it. Excuse me. Okay, so another one that I pulled out and I haven't worked on for a little wee while is from the sampler company Brenda Kees. And it's Contented Mind, I think is what it was called. I'm not doing mine on a white like shown in the background. Mine is on, go here, 40 count, whoops. Let's have a look. 46 count, sorry, hog bristle, fox and rabbit, DMC threads. Love the autumnal colours in this. Okay, so this time round, I worked on this part here. I had this little guy here done in one row of the grass. So the tree got done, filled in the birds, the other animal, and the grass finished off. I then went over to this one here, and I'd had the green done, but I filled in the these little purple flowers on it. So not a lot, but I'm still happy with my progress on that. This is right down to the bottom. This is the bottom flower. So I know how long it is, so make sure we had the right fabric, and this is definitely wide enough. But love how that's coming out. So yeah. So one thing I do like is pulling out some of the older whips that I haven't worked on for a little while. That one on there. Okay. So then I've only got 1, 2, 4 to go of the samplers that I've worked on. Examplars from the heart, and they sinned. This is the big long one, and I'm really loving stitching on this. This is the one I've actually worked on yesterday and a little bit of the day before I went to work. Now mine is being stitched on 40 count hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit with the gentle art, and I think they're classic Colourworks and sampler threads, the called for. And there's a couple of DMCs because we just couldn't get the other colours. Right, so this, pull it back, down here is pretty much halfway. Down to here is the end of page 1. There's 3.5 pages. So this time round I've worked on, I folded in the orange flowers down here, and almost got all of those ones there. I just needed a change. So then I went back up here, and this is where I've spent most of my time. Sorry, excuse me. This angel is done now. I had her dress done, so her hair, her face, she's completed. Her angel wings, this flower here is now done, completed. This one we had the star, but wasn't, flower at the top wasn't filled in. That's done. The other flowers have been added. Butterfly here. A lot of work has gone into the the tree of life. There's lots of different colors in here this time round. I've done a lot of the fruits, the leaves I'd had before. There's a little trail here of blue stitches, and that is the start of the snake. It's not quite there yet. Let's see, the crown, this one was finished. Finished this snake off over here, and him, he only had legs, so he's all done now. But I think I've got 1, 2 birds, the snake, a few more little, you know, these diamond thingies. But there's a bird that goes here, another one that goes here. The grass, the grass. And I think that's pretty much that part. Then page 1 will be finished. Oh, lots of work. And then of course it's the peacocks in here to do, and then this other part of the ABC. And I want to kind of get down to here so that that whole section is finished before I start in down here, because then I think I'll do these 2 sections here together and then leave this big one till last. But if I can get all of that completed, I will be happy. So yeah, loving how this is coming out. Let's go so far back. Imagine how this is going to be to film when it's finished. Awesome. But yeah, so you see what I mean? I have actually got quite a bit of stitching done, surprisingly. Okay, so the last 3, let's just pull up. There's some big guys, so they were way down at the back. Rightio. So, Mary Ann Diaper, 1826. Hands Across the Sea samplers. Oh, she's brought a leaf in now. I love this one. Don't see many people working on it, but it's gorgeous. So this is on a piece of like 36 count that I dyed myself. So it's kind of pink on pink, or pink on beige. And I love how it came out. Okay, so this is where I worked over here. This bowl here of fruit got put in, and this tree here got done. And she's gorgeous. And I finished off, I had some threads dangling here, and I've still got to do the second half of the stitches of the branch, but clean that up and started bringing, there's a second lighter layer that goes all the way around, and you can see I've got down to here, so I've started bringing that round so that then I can start popping the rest of the flowers in. But really enjoying working on this as well. I love working on all of my projects, I'm going to say that. Just can't help it. I love them all. Oops. Okay. So the next one is two big projects are on one big thing. Rightio. So I have a group of ladies that we get together. Well, we try. We didn't make it this month. We've been a wee bit not slack. We've just all been sick and other pieces going on. But it's our Uffindell stitching little Zoom group between some New Zealand and Australian ladies. So we were supposed to do a Zoom. I had a migraine that day, so I didn't do it. But I did pick this up and work on it a little wee bit a couple of days later, just for a couple of hours. So as you can see, my red thread is still hanging here. So this flower here, I worked on. What was the other one? Worked some more on the greenery in here, because that's just all full in. And then over on this side, I started bringing the flowers down, because my plan was there's one colour that goes around the outside after these parts, and then the rest of it's easy fill, like this one here. So that was what I was doing the prep work for, so that when we do our next one, like filling in this, I only do that when we're on our Zoom. I try and do the base work first. So when you're talking, you're not making mistakes, it's just filling in. But yeah, I'm enjoying stitching Isabella. And this is what she will look like. And her sister Anne is right above my head here. So this one will go up there and the wall will get changed around again, because I think I'll probably have her underneath. And that, so loving working on her. DMC threads. Okay, so it's going to be mission. Right, so I'm just going to take this threads off this one. Sorry. Okay, so the other sampler I have been working on is Ann Diaper, 1827, Big and Beautiful. Oh, and she is big and beautiful. This is on 40 count that I dyed myself. And I've made some awesome programs on Ann as well. Now, what did I work on? This one here got fully finished. Love how the whites and the reds stand out on this project. So that part got completed. You can see sort of there's a browny, pinky brown that goes through the zigzag. That got all completed. Then I jumped up to the next row, and this one here was the one that I hadn't done, so that's now been done. All stitched and finished. So now, oh, she's such a big girl. I have the 1/1 stitching to finish. All of the trees that need to go along here. And the only, on the other side, I have to finish, I have to stand up, the strawberries that come down. And in the strawberry run, it's over this side, there's green leaves. and that's got a finish going all the way around. So I'm like here on this side. So I'll keep coming up and along, and I just do a few threads of those to try and get that done. But I think I'm going to do the border and the 1/1 next. The rest of the wedding, so that they're done, and then I'm got all the fun part to finish at the top here. But as I love, look at that, she's gigantic. Love how she is coming out. She's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So that was Anne that I worked on, and put her and her threads back on there. One, because so many, I've got them all labelled, like I have each one labelled, but it only takes one of those to full off, and we're not going to have very much. Right, okay, let's pop that on there. Right, this is that one. Okay, so there was one other project that I pulled out to work on, and I've actually decided I'm going to restart this. I was doing it on 28 count 1/1, and it was, tell how old my chart is, look at that, terrible. Brick House Sampler from With Zone Needle and Thread. I love this. This is where I got to. But to me, my stitches don't look very nice. I'm not happy with it. So what I've decided, that's all the fold marks are from, is this little part here. I'm going to make into a needle book. Okay, so that's going to be the front of my needle book, which will sit about like that. And I'm going to restart this project on a 40 count, I think. And I think I'll enjoy that more. I love working on the 28/1, but it's not holding. I don't know whether it's the thread or the particular fabric. It just wouldn't work for me. So technically that's my finish. That's it. That's what I'm doing. But I won't be restarting her in a hurry. I want to find the right fabric that I want to do her on. So one work gone will become a restart later on. Okay, so sorry guys, let's have a mouthful of water. Right, so stash sampler starts, or sampler stitching starts, whatever you want to call them. I do stash sampler starts because I do August and September. Let me have a look. So this was a start for me, the Scarlett house, and it's called Icy Red. She's a little wee sampler, it's very simple alphabet sampler, but she's gorgeous. Now the chart was given to me. I am stitching her on 40 count, is it Decrepit? Decrepit from number 12 Stitch Co. Bought this ages ago. So this is the fabric. So it's a really like glossy mottled, beautiful to stitch on, and it does look absolutely amazing. I'm stitching it using what are these, Cottage Garden threads that Jude gave me at retreat as part of my table mate's gift, and it's colour 1000 Canna Lily, and it's a weeds and it's beautiful. So here is where I'm at. So I did start this work on this pretty much as I was getting sick, so I haven't done the over ones, but I am pretty much right down. So got this big line here of alphabet, and then it's the bits underneath and the 1/1. at the side there too. So we're probably about over halfway, I would say. Done, but oh my gosh, look at that thread on that fabric. Isn't that beautiful? So that was one of my stash sampler starts. And it was quite nice that it was, the pattern was given to me from somebody, from friend Elizabeth, and the thread from Jude. So it's quite nice to do those sorts of things. I'm just going to find somewhere to pop those. Okay, another start that I've had. I haven't posted all of these on Instagram either, and I will as we get going. Is Sarah Milthorp 1834, yep, 34, from Hands Across the Sea Samplers. Love Sarah. She's gorgeous. That big red house. It's beautiful. So, normally I would start with the borders. I'm stitching this on 40 count that I dyed myself. And I wanted to get to that house. So the house is actually in the middle. And that's where I started. Hold it straight. So this one up here is the middle of the pattern. So we've got the door and 3 out of 5 windows, sets of 5 windows done. This is the side of the red house. And then there'll be the wall will come down here again, windows there, and then it's ready for the big red fill-in, which is all solid stitching. So I'll do these other 2 windows, this part here, and probably do the run across here for separating for the roof, and then I can go and work on other bits and pieces and come back and do bits of red stitching as we go. Oh, Sarah is beautiful. So I'm stitching mine with DMC threads. I was going to splash out and do the silks, and then I thought, you know what, I've got the colours. They're all here. My expensive project bag, this one. I've just got to pull out another project bag out of the cupboard. It's empty. So that was another start. Okay, so 2 more starts that we find. This one here I bought, oh my gosh, from Attic Needleworks. I would have to say pre-COVID. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was pre-COVID, so 2018, 2019, whenever it came out. When did it come out? No, I'm not sure. I don't think I've got it on here. It's probably in the actual original. I've only got the cover page and the rest of the original as well. I've got my photo working copy. Jane Southward by Gigi R. I love this. Love the bright colours. Wheat Dye Works. Look at these. Beautiful greens, pinks. Oh, absolutely amazing. Love how these are going to come together. So this one I did start up in the top corner. She has been stitched on that Decrepit, D-E-C-R-E-P-I-T, 40 count from number 12 Stitch Co. Nicola's fabrics are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love them. I need to do another order for some more. So here we go. Here is my top corner. Let me show you. So I've done centre flower, and this one here below my fingers, this one here is in the middle. So she's not a very big or very wide. That's this flower here. Yep, that flower there, missed that one, and then I've done the one at the side here instead of coming down, and the little wee bird. So loving how this is coming out. I debated on about 5 or 6 different fabrics, but I settled on this. because I want it to have that real old look. So yeah, that is Jane Southward. So we'll just, sorry, I'm gonna zip her up. Too much talking. All right, so my last new start so far has been from Blackbird Designs, and it's in the book A Heart Remembers. And the one I chose to start is this beauty, A Heart Remembers. This is a lovely stitch. I'm amazed at what I got done, and I only worked on it for a couple of evenings. No, one day and one eve. Well, I say a day, as in an afternoon and an evening. What are we stitching you on? Salty Caramel 40 count, number 12 stitch go. And look at it. Oh, she's a little wee baby, but my gosh, I love it. So that blue house in the middle, working around my way around the border, and then it has these lovely strawberries which will fill in, so we'll get that done, and then we'll be able to go back to the middle. What have we got here? Yeah, so we're almost done the border. Those strawberries won't take long to fill in. The house is done. So we get that done, and then we'll go and we'll just start from the bottom here, and we'll work our way up. Oh, gorgeous. I know Susie's stitching this as well, and I know Elena's stitched it. I know there's a few others that probably have as well, but oh my gosh, I don't know what names or initials I'm going to put on it yet. I haven't decided that far. We'll wait and see. But oh, they look so dainty up on the wall compared to the big gigantic examplars I normally stitch. So yeah, loving that. So that was my last start. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Just check that stuff there. Right. Behind me. To pull out. Okay. So this is now Christmas stitching that I'm working on. As you know, I do Christmas stitching in the mornings. Normally before I go to work. Some days I start really early, and other days I don't start till like morning tea time. Or even at lunchtime, or one of them. So for me, it's easy to get some Christmas stitching done. I don't want to pull out a big sampler. Sometimes I do, not very often. Okay, so this is what I've been working on. Prairie Schooler Christmas strawberries. I've lost one. I don't know where it's gone that I had done. So we're just working our way through. So we've got one completely done. This one here, I've got the green, and we're starting the red in over here. Then this one here. We're about 3/4 of the way done. There's the center row there, so everything else is going to repeat back this way. And that has little red berries in it. That is this one down here. So we've stitched this one, and halfway through that, and halfway through this one. Just because I had the green thread, so I was just kind of working through the green so that it's then easy to carry on. So not too bad. They are on 36 count, just a white. Actually, I think it's a cream is the way I got. So they're going to be really cute. Cute little wee strawberries. Just the called for DMC threads. So 2 colours, nice and easy. Don't have to concentrate too hard with those. Okay. Oops, move some piles around. Okay, so another one I've been working on. As you know, I've done one set already of the 12 days of Christmas stockings. by Annie B's Designs. I'm stitching mine on 32 count black Zweigat. Pull them out with the called for DMC threads. Gosh, look at them all, lovely colours. Okay, so this is where we're at with the second set. So part of number 1, and I kind of do them in groupings, and that probably sounds a wee bit crazy, but because the branches are all the same. So I basically picked up 6 pieces and I've done the branch. Then I've come along and I've done the numbers, and now I'm starting to do like the whites and stuff, so that I can kind of work them all together at once. So number 1, number 2, 3 French hens. So as you can see, between the whites and the golds, quite a bit got through that one. What are we? 4 turtle doves. They're looking a bit funny, but a bit skeletal really. The 5 golden rings, the needle in there, see which one I was working on last. Was that 6 geese laying? So the geese is pretty much done, apart from all his little wee extra bits and pieces. So yeah, so that's working on set number 2. I've just found that works a good rhythm for me, and I just pulled them out because it's 32 count when I don't feel like stitching on other bits and pieces. So they're really cool. Sorry. The next one is one I started yesterday morning, and I've worked on a little bit this morning. And I picked these up at Jingle Ball last year. Teresa Kogat's centre delivery. Sorry, mine is black and white, but it's the 3 centres on the reindeer. Now you do these on perforated paper, and I did debate about not doing them on the perforated paper, but I decided, oh gosh, that's not going to be very good, is it? I haven't got anything dark here. It's going to have to be, no, it's got my name on it. So this is the start of reindeer one. Sorry, it is black, it's just I haven't got, you can see, it's probably just, that's probably okay. So the hind legs, the hoofs and this brown hind leg was what I did yesterday morning, and then this morning, well, I watched a little bit of Flosstube. This is where I got to, and that is this one here. So I'm hoping, because the lady I bought the store, I should say, that I bought the perforated paper off, cuts the perforated paper in half and sells them as smaller sizes rather than the big A4 sheet. So I've measured it and I've counted like the squares, and it's only just going to fit like about to where my fingers here, and height wise is like about here, so it's only just big enough for these guys to fit on. So this is the bigger one of the 3, and I thought, well, I'll start with that, but quite a quick stitch so far. I think I still need to, I have it, I have DMC 22, it is floating around in one of my projects, so I just need to pull that out and try and find where it is. But fun working on those. Sorry guys. Okay, so then I've had a couple of finishes, and one of those finishes is Prairie Schooler O Christmas Tree. So I have DMC threads, as Prairie Schooler calls for. Oops, sorry guys. Stitched on a scrap of 40 count. Why are we going to do this first? Okay, I'm going to start over here. So we've got Maids of Milking and the Swans. Along Mrs. Christmas. Santa. Basically all the rest of the birds. That's really a cute one. So finish that off. There's the other birds. 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, geese laying, partridge, 3 French hens, 2 little doves, and then the skiers done, the house in the forest, I guess, house in the forest, cabin, and 1, sorry, the next house, winter scene, and the last one, which is the one I finished yesterday, drummers drumming, what away, lords are leaping, and I can't remember what's the other one. Oh my gosh, it's gone out my brain. That's the last one anyway. Sorry, showing part of the pattern there. But lovely, lovely comfort stitching. I've got an idea on, they will be finished as trees, but they will be a hanging ornament tree. I want these on my tree, on my Christmas tree. So that's yay, that's another 8 ornaments to be fully finished. Add that to that pile. And that's those. Okay, so another lot that I fully have finished stitching is mince pies and mulled wine from Crossford Rise Stitchery. And I love these little wee cushions. Okay, so I bought mine as a kit from number 12 Stitch Co. I don't think she's got the kits anymore. And she gave us a lovely peppermint ice 40 count, which I'm also using for a different ornament. So here's the mince pies and mulled wine. They are stitched with Gentle Arts cherry wine. So gorgeous. So 40 count. 1/2. Number 2, Christmas crackers and pudding. Okay, number 3, holly, mistletoe and ivy. And number 4, carols and candlelight. So I can't wait to finish those. I need to hunt in my fabric stash and see what I've got that I could use for backing fabric. But I've already got the lady dot trims to go around the edges. So that's awesome. Can't wait to get those done. So I used 1 and I think about 3 threads out of the second one on the 40 count to get all 4 of those stitched. So if you're going to do it bigger than 40 count, you will need more than probably 2, maybe 3 threads. All right, I'm going to just pause for a second. You guys won't probably notice, but I'm going to do a reshuffle. Okay, welcome back. Split second for you guys. For me, it's been about 25 minutes. I cleaned up all the sampler stuff, put that away, had a coughing fit. Hopefully we've cleared the lungs again now for a little bit. But what I want to show you is my Christmas stitching that I've been working on. While I was crook, like I said earlier on, I couldn't concentrate a lot on stitching. So, especially because I stitch on the smaller counts, or higher counts, smaller holes. So I did a bit of finishing. Now, my finishing I do probably, I guess, a little bit different to a lot of people. They'll do 1, finish it, 1, finish it. I don't do that. I kind of have a little process that I do. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of my madness, if you like. Okay, so I'm going to put that book away too. Where did I put that? Oh, that's way over there. Okay, so this is the 12 days of Christmas stockings, all right? So for each one, the fabric's back there. Let's start with this one. I have my mounting boards, front and back. They have the quilter wadding attached. Okay, I then go through and I cut out the size square. It's never completely cut out yet. And my backing fabric. Then each one of those, so in my madness container for that particular set, Alright, we start off with, open that up. This is the ones I've been taking to work. Not that I've done any at lunch lately, when I was there. Just been a bit crazy. Okay. So in here, this is my go-to bag for going to work. My hairdresser's goodie bag. This pair of scissors, because we always need those. Okay, so this is my oh my gosh, my brain has just gone blank. Upholstery thread. Okay, I use upholstery thread when I'm doing my lacing, because I can pull it hard and it doesn't snap. Right, so we start out where it will be the square, right? So then I turn around and I take little notches out of it. And I do this for no matter what shapes they are. And I start lacing them onto it. Oh, this one's like half done. So see how we're lacing across the back there? And then we'll start on the curves. We'll bring that all up. So we do the same with the front fabric piece and the back fabric piece. Then I go along and, because I get lots of questions about this, and I start joining the two together. So I lace these sides all together. On this particular one, I leave the opening at the top because I want to tuck my cords and stuff into them. So here's the next one. I use my Wonder Clips just to help hold everything in place as I'm going. So see, he's all done, ready. So then his next stage for him, and I leave a big cord because I want to add some more bits onto him. So he will then get his cording done. And his cording, so see, number 3 is the same. They're ready to go. 10 is as well. So see, I'm working on them. And then I'll have a session where I measure out, and I know from my first couple that I did that are fully finished how much cord I need, and I'll might be while waiting for tea to cook or something, and I'll make a run of 5 or 6 cordings. I'll measure them all out, get them all ready, and then just hook them on the hook and wind them up. And then I'll have a session of attaching all of my cordings, or ribbons or whatever I'm going to use on my edges. So I kind of have that little bit of a process. But for each set of things, I keep everything that I want to use for my finishing in a container. So like this one, this is my big ball of Chanel for across the tops. Here's my DMC for my gold cording, and my red might be in the other bag. That's for those. So that's kind of how I do it. So if I don't want to feel like stitching, this is what I pull over and sit on my knee, and I'll just do a little bit of that as well. But I always take a little bit to work. Sometimes I get to work on it, sometimes I don't. Okay, so this is the next set that I have started putting together. So this one's one I work on at home. I haven't taken these ones to work. Like, I'll show you. Sorry, jumping around a little wee bit. My brain thought is not completely flowing. Hands-on designs, this lot. So I finished stitching these a little while ago. The 12 days, these are still available. So these guys are all ready to go. This one that's almost done. So let's have a look. Right, so they've been cut out, they've been laced back and front. I have used on these particular guys ornament hangers, okay? I can't wait for Christmas to come out again this year. The particular place that I bought these off because I want a few more packets. Because of course you use 12 for these. So that's where most of them are at now. So then this one here, which has got pins together at the moment, which looks really funny. I made my cording. Right, it's just hanging there at the moment. It's pinned in because I'll do this when I'm not sure if this is how I want to just completely fully finish it. But I think I'll also do something along the tops. I don't know yet. They're definitely all going to have this cording, and this cording is made with the darkest red that's in here, so that they all link together. So that's pinned, ready to go for that one. So of course these are all different sizes, so I can't just go ahead and make, you know, 2 meter long lengths kind of thing. So these ones take a little bit longer to do all the bits. So that's in progress. Is 12 days week hands-on designs. All right, so like I said, while I was sick, I got a lot of finishing done. So let's start with, we'll go with these guys. Hands-on designs. Sorry, my copy was black and white because I bought mine from Jingle Ball, and my printer only does black and white. Shiny objects. Now I finished stitching these before we had our Christchurch retreat, which was in March. That's bad, isn't it? I'd done one, and I actually undid the cording, and I redid because I wasn't happy with it. Like I did it as a class, but I redid it, undid it, and redid it. I wanted to change the way I'd finish them just slightly. So they're now all 3 are fully finished. So they have their little hoop at the top. You don't need a lot. Like literally, if I can fit 3 fingers in, that's enough to get it on the branch on the tree. These are stitched on 32 count charcoal. So I got linen, DMC threads. So I just tied it as a bow. I haven't decided if I'm going to put a little silver bills at the bottom or just leave it as the bow yet. I have some silver bills I could use. Or I've ordered a packet of rusty bills, but I just don't know. So that's the backing fabric I chose for these guys. So here's one. Here's 2. And when I do a set, I finish. Here's number 3. They're kind of a bit hard to hold all together. If we try, maybe a bit like that. Oops, they're going to swing around, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. Now I haven't put my tree up. I had a few comments on my photos on Instagram. I pulled my tiniest little tree, 4-foot tree out, because I wanted to take photos of them on a tree, of course. So and I wanted to see how they hung, and I quite often will do that. You know, just set them up to see what they look like. Do I want to change it? Do I need to fix something? And I can just see there's a loose thread, so I need to fix that. So there we go. So that's set number 1. Shiny objects. So these are on 4-inch rounds. Those ones. So they're quite big for me. Definitely big for me. We're gonna run out of room very fast. I can feel it. Okay, set number 2, which I haven't posted on Instagram yet. Excuse me. These were finished being stitched a little while ago by Heartstring Samplery Advent Season Ornament Set. It's them there, love them with the pictures. They're best stitch. I chose to do mine on a 40 count navy blue. Dyed by Country Stitch, and I can't think what the name of it, Midnight I think it was called. Use the DMC threads, but here are my 4 ornaments all finished. So that's number 1, and yes, it does look like it's crooked, but it's actually not. It's supposed to be the ornaments leaning on the branch, and if you try and straighten one up, then the other ones look like they're crooked, so it isn't actually crooked. It's just the way, the balance of the design. So that's number 1. My background fabrics I chose for this is just a red and green plaid. Number 2, piece on piece. And I love that one. That's absolutely gorgeous. So I made my cording. And my cordings are done with, on this particular one, with the red and the ecru. So that they match pretty well, the project. Joy and Hope. So all 4 of them, absolutely, oops, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I haven't posted these up yet. It's a bit hard to hold all 4. But I will post these on Instagram. I have taken a photo of them on the tree, so we know what they look like. Okay, so the next set that I finished was the Prairie Schooler, a Merry Mini Surprise. So these guys had, their front and backs were done, so they needed to be, the front and backs laced together, and then the cording made, and I chose to put bells on the top. I just wanted them to be a little bit different. 40 count and DMC threads. Now in the book you can see they're all squares, and I love the way they are in the squares. Leon, oh, I can't think of her name now. Eleanor? Leona? No, can't remember. Instagram, she's just finished hers as well, and she's done them on some wooden baubles, and then put these as a round and on that wooden bauble. And we have those wooden baubles at work, so guys, if you're in New Zealand, we do have those at Spotlight. They're like, I think it's $4, $5 a packet of 3. I'm going to get someone to go back to work on Monday, because I have, after seeing the way she finished them, I'm not doing the same of course, because I've finished mine in ovals, but I will be getting some sets of those to put away. I did do that last year too, but my granddaughter found them and they were all painted, so they're now at her house on her tree. So here we go. The cording was done with the Prairie Schooler red and green, which I love. My background fabrics with red with the little wee white star, so they're quite sweet. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 8 in the set. So they're all done in the same shape. Now I did take, you'll see in the book that some of them have like this green border on them. I had originally stitched a couple of them with those, and because I decided I was going to do them as ovals, I took that off. Just made it easier for finishing. So loving how these look, and they look absolutely gorgeous on the tree. So if you want to see a photo of them on a tree, go and have a look on my Instagram, which is just under Stitching Lifestyle, but I'll put a link in underneath. I'll put my Instagram details. Another one, but yeah, these Prairie Schooler centers are gorgeous. Be nice if they brought out another series of little mini ones as well. Need some more. Stitch these ones now. Gorgeous. And lucky last. This cane looks a little crooked there. I'll stretch him the other way. There we go. So yeah, beautiful. Okay. Rightio, so they're my last fully finished ones, and these guys have been taking me a while to do, and I did these in stages as well. Is the Erica Michaels 12 Berries of Christmas, and these are absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Patterns are still available everywhere, so if you want these you can grab them. Now I stitched mine on 40 count, of course, because I wanted them to be quite petite. So I'm going to show you how at the moment I've got them displayed, and they do have a little wee bauble that kind of sits in the middle. I need to find a flatter bottom one that will fit right in there. But I don't know if they're going to stay. I mean, this is my cake tray. So I do need this at Christmas time. But yes, I love how these came out. So I will show you each individual one. So we might as well start with number one. So like I said, I do mine in stages. So they all get machine sewn at the back. Okay, and they got stuffed. Mine are stuffed with crushed walnut shells. So they do have a little hefty weight to them. And then I followed the, you know, assembly instructions, and I did my top parts. Closed the top, sorry, of the strawberry. And then I made my tops to go on the finishing part, and that was quite time consuming, making the tops. So I have an olivey green wool felt, a little red circle one, and then I just did a curl to make it look like a bit of a like a rose, I guess. And I had these little wee Christmas bells that I've had for a long time, charms, and I had enough. I actually had one left, so I was wrapped with that. So did that, and then I had about 4 to go to assemble the tops, just the tops. So I did that, and then I thought, well, this is nice, just easy attaching, stitching. So that's what I did. Okay, so here is partridge in a pear tree. And because they've got the walnut shells in them, you can kind of maneuver them around to get them to sit how you want, which is quite nice. So there's the pear. Here we go. 2 turtle doves. And I've tried to do it so that when they're on the branch, they're going to sort of sit properly, so you're going to see the majority of the stitching. What do we got? 3 French hens. Oops. That's another beauty. This one, 4 calling birds. Gorgeous. We got 5 gold rings. Can you tell that, you know, 12 Days of Christmas is probably one of my favourite Christmas songs? I'd like someone to bring out a Snoopy's pattern for Snoopy's Christmas. That's the one I like. Number 6, which is gorgeous. There's a lot of fill-in in some of these. 6 geese are laying, isn't it? 7 swans are swimming. So the same, filling in all that lake. Quite a bit of stitching. Okay, number 8. Maids of milking. Oops. We're up to number 9. What are we? 9 ladies singing. 9 ladies dancing. 9 ladies dancing, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Number 10. Lords are leaping. Okay, number 11. Piper's piping, that's what it is. And then number 12, drummers drumming. So pleased to have those finally finished. You know how, like, I enjoy finishing, but I get a bit nervous about how they're going to look. Am I doing it right? Is it going to look okay? And that's part of the problem as you procrastinate. I do anyway. I change my mind and I go back and forth, and honestly, sometimes the first thing I think of is what I should really stick to, because that's normally what I end up doing. I might change a colour here and there, but yeah. So yeah, there we go. I will insert photos of the finishes at the end. Okay, so it makes it nice and easy. Right, so that was my sick fully finishing stitching, if you like. I'm just gonna, actually no, we will leave you on the table there. Okay, I did do a couple of purchases while I was sick. I love JBW Designs. So next year, I have a couple of this stockings, Sing a Song of Christmas stockings. But I love that Jodie brought them out in one big book because I was having a bit of trouble trying to find a few of them. So this made life a lot easier. So this is definitely a goal for next year. I mean, trying to show a pattern, but look how beautiful they are. They're great, big, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So they will be part of stitching for next year. I won't be starting them because I've got some other things I want to finish. So I got some more in her other little week sampler stocking series, a Quaker sampler, the Enchanted Village one, and sampler stockings 2. And the lovely lady, I brought them off through in a Weeks Dye Works garnet thread, which is absolutely gorgeous. Hello baby, come back inside again. Bit of an outside baby today. Right, so these are, what have I stitched? These are the 2 I have stitched, which is a Bristol stocking and a Danish stocking, and I stitched them last year, and that's them there. So I have enough. I need to order some more of this fabric, but I think if I do one upside down in here, God, so that's one. What have we got? 2 new ones there, plus stitches stocking to do, and the sampler one. Now the 2 sampler ones I'm going to do on a different fabric, so I've got 3 to go on this fabric, and I also do have the just the red stockings, which I've got a different fabric I want those on as well. So I do have a few more to go, but loving those. I'm going to work on those a little bit more over the next few weeks. Sorry guys to rearrange again. Okay, so in my stash sampler starts, I still have 1, 2, 3 projects to start. I need to finish off. I went to start this lovely lady, Hannah Coates, and realised that the fabric I'd picked and put in there, I had 1 inch on each side, so if it's not cut straight, I'm buggered. So I've got to cut out some more fabric and dye it, which I'll do this afternoon now that it's sun's starting to come out, because it won't take long to dry, and I will get that started. So DMC threads, and it's expensive project. So Hannah still needs to be started for stash sampler starts. I still need to start, and I was going to do it while I was sick, but I didn't. The needlework casket. So I've got all that ready to go, fabrics, and the cottons I need to start. So she's another one. And my last one that I want to start, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up starting another one as well. But we'll see. We've only got 3 weekends. Or 3 Sundays, 3 Mondays to go. Is Scarlett House, and it is Jane Cowie, 1850. Now I've wanted to start this one for a long time, so I've changed my mind on fabric 3 or 4 times, but I've now settled on eggshell by Fibre on a Whim, and these colours will stand out beautifully. So that's probably my start that I will do first. That one in Hannah will definitely get done. If the casket doesn't get started for Sampler September, I will start that in October. I'm not worried about that so much. Okay. I think that is everything. So please, enjoy your stitching. One stitch at a time is going to get these projects started, done, assembled. It is just stitching. It is just sewing to assemble those things. I know I procrastinate on them too, don't you worry. There is still a stack over there that I have started sewing them up. Those kind of things. I've got all the bits ready, but I'm just going to show those as we go. Because there's still a pile to get finished out of that whip basket. So yeah, remember guys, one stitch at a time. Thank you very much if you've made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed seeing my madness of my stitching, my finishing, and I can't wait actually to start putting up the Christmas decorations. I am banned from doing that until the 20th of October. So trust me, you're not going to see any Christmas decorations up until after that. We have to get through my granddaughter's birthday first. She's told Nana no more. Not before then. Her birthday's first. So yeah, happy stitching guys, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.